everybody, and welcome to the 19th laughing edition of Healthy Living with Marilyn. Inside joke here, friends. My name is Dr. Marilyn Scott, and I want to welcome you all to Healthy Living with Marilyn in my den with my wonderful co-host, Josie Hopkins, who's been with me since the very beginning and before that.
Birth.
Yes, really. Since we birthed this show. Since before we birthed the show, right? Yeah. So, and anyhow, I'm so glad that you're with me again this evening.
Me too. I'm glad to be with you as always.
Yes, it is fun to get ready for the Thursday evening, and as everybody knows, we are live.
And in living color.
In living color. We are transparent. We are here, and I'm so happy to have a guest of mine who is a very good friend of mine and a colleague. Her name is Lisa Hazelgrove, and she has a website called lisahealthy.com, right, Lisa?
That's correct.
And she does a lot of different healthy living type modalities, emotion code, and she's Nikan, and she talks a lot about how to stay healthy.
Yes.
And this evening, we're going to talk about how to be the best you can be. Mm-hmm. And we're going to give you tips and strategies and hints and ideas, so you might want to get your pen and paper ready, because we're going to have some great fabulous ideas for all of you.
Yep.
I've been through a lot, and I've been working on being the best I can be. I do it every day. Don't you, Josie?
Yep.
Yep. Don't you, Lisa?
Yes, ma'am. It is a process.
It is a process.
It is a process.
I am my #1 priority.
That's right.
That's right.
That's
exactly.
right.
Yep.
And I am my #1 priority. And on September 5th, I'm really going to be my #1 priority, because on September 1st is the last day that I'll be watching my grandkids, because my daughter's putting them in daycare/preschool. And at first I was upset. I'll be honest with you. I was upset because I've been watching Jacob since he was an infant, and he's 3 now. And my husband has been a great help in helping me, which has been wonderful.
That's great.
But it's time for them to move on, and their parents made the decision to do that. And at first I was upset.
Yeah.
And then when she walked out the door and I'm playing with the kids, and my intuition said, Marilyn,
Be grateful.
be grateful.
Yes.
You had 3 wonderful years with Jacob. You've had almost a great year with Sammy.
Yeah.
But now your daughter's
time to
giving
do
you
Yeah.
time to go do you. She's like cutting the cord and giving me wings.
I know.
You know, that's the way I look at it.
That
She's
is
like
true.
giving me wings.
Yes.
You know?
That's exactly.
And so I'll be able to do a lot of different things, go out and do more networking, promote Healthy Living with Marilyn a lot more,
Travel
travel
Hey.
with Healthy Living with
with
Marilyn.
Healthy Living
There
with
you go.
Marilyn.
Putting
Yep,
that
sounds
out
like a
there
fun-
in the universe.
that's
yeah,
right.
I
And
love it.
On the road with Healthy
on the
Living with
road.
Marilyn.
Oh, that's
Oh,
great.
there you
On
go.
the road with
Wow.
Healthy Living with- We are planning on doing some, what do they call them? Location?
Remote.
Remote
remote.
location shows in the future. We've got some great guests that will be coming up in the future, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm scared at the same time.
But that's a good thing.
But that's a good
That's a
thing.
good thing.
It's great to be excited and
Yeah.
scared at the same time.
Yes, it is.
Because let me tell you something, friends, there is no box.
No.
I don't care what anybody says, there is no box.
All in your mind.
That's right. If you have a box created, that is your self-created box. You've got to get rid of that box. You've got to let the sides go down. And you've got to think outside those parameters. You've got to reach, because if you don't, or if you're not subject to change, you're going to be complacent. And you're going to be in the same place over and over for days and days and days.
Yeah.
And we all want to change. And if you are feeling success, you're out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
And it's time for
Agreed.
everybody to start getting out of their comfort zone. Right, Lisa?
I think so. It's about time, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And if it's uncomfortable for you, you can still
That's
do it.
good.
That's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
It is a good thing.
Change
It gets that
will either happen
adrenaline going, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Change will
it
either
does.
happen because you create change, or change will happen to you. So
Right.
you don't want change happening to you, because then your reactions may not be what you want. But if you can initiate your own change, then you're in control of your destiny.
Exactly.
So be in control. It's like one question that I have for everybody. Get your pen and pencils out. I'm serious about this. What do you really want out of life? What do you really want out of life? All three of us are going to talk about what we immediately want out of life. And it's not going to be easy for us to talk about this, because my thing is kind of, it's painful to me, because it's always been my Achilles heel.
Okay.
It always has.
But you're addressing it, and that's the important thing.
I am addressing it to all of you, to my thousands and thousands of viewers, wherever you are.
Transparency.
I have a weight problem. I've always had a weight problem. It's my Achilles heel. And my goal, what I really want to do out of life, is lose 40 pounds.
That's
I said it.
wonderful. There you go.
There you
40
go. Come on.
pounds.
I'd say
That-
that's
I'm
the
gonna
first
claim it
start,
with you.
is saying it out loud and claiming.
Come on.
Right?
Claiming it.
Claiming
Yep,
it.
Claiming it.
Yep, and you're going to
Lose,
do it.
I'm going to lose 40 pounds between now and December 31st. And you all will see it happening every week.
You'll be
because-
inspiring others to do that, too. And
Yeah.
I think that's, wonderful,
Thank you.
to inspire other people that, I'm going to do that. And, maybe encourage them to do it with you.
Yeah.
Why
Look,
not?
when you said it,
Do
I was
it
like,
with me.
I'm going to be doing that with you.
There you
Okay.
go. I think you ought to
Great.
start. Yep.
It's
Maybe
already
we'll-
in motion.
maybe
It's already in
we'll-
motion.
It's
But
already
now,
in motion.
yeah.
So if you want to get on board with Marilyn and Josie, let her
That's it.
know.
Yeah, let
So
me
you-
know.
So you can do it together.
So,
It-
because
so
it's hard. It's difficult. It's challenging.
It's challenging by yourself. When you're in a group and you are encouraging each other and you can call each other, maybe you could actually do a call, once a week or
Yeah.
once a month to encourage them.
It'd have to be more than once a
In the
month.
morning while I'm walking,
Right.
I'll call you.
There you
From
go.
the track.
Yep.
Because
Oh,
my
that's
goal is to
perfect.
walk 3 times a week, minimally 30 minutes.
And that's what, for you, about two miles?
Yeah,
About-
about a 15-minute mile.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My goal is to walk an 11-minute mile. Several years ago, I was doing the Komen race with my daughter.
Oh, wow. Good,
yeah.
good for you.
I did it several
That's
times
wonderful.
until my
To
knees
help
blew.
society.
But one time I did it, my knees were so bad, I had my knees wrapped and I still did it.
Wow. That is
And
inspiring.
I was doing like 11 and a half miles, because when you're running it and you get to a certain spot, to the mile, they'll tell you how long it took you to get there, because you wear this brace, this thing on your leg. So,
I'm not a runner, but I am a walker. My
I
dad was a
do
walker.
not run. I am clumsy. I will fall.
Oh, goodness.
we don't
So-
want you to fall.
We don't want you to know.
So I don't
No.
run.
No, that
but
would be-
I can do a very brisk walk, and I've done a 10-minute mile when I'm in motion and in
Right.
my stride. So maybe what we can do is we decide what days we're going to walk, and I'll call you. You
And we'll
call
walk
me,
together.
and
And
then
I
we'll
love
walk.
to walk too, so
Yeah.
let me know.
Yeah, there we
and people
go.
may not know this about me, but I lost over 75 pounds.
Yes, you
I
did.
remember you
14
said that.
years ago.
I remember you said that.
And I had that determination, and that was my goal, and I stuck to that.
Well, see, what I did several years ago when I had my office, I lost 35 pounds because I was by myself. I was living in an apartment. My husband was living in our house in Livingston. I was traveling back and forth, and the stress. And I wasn't eating at night.
Yeah.
And I was eating bars, and my kids were getting at me. And I lost 35 pounds. Then when my son left and gave me a 2 weeks notice, I went on the seafood and eat it plan, because I'll be honest with you, I am an emotional eater.
I think most of
think
us
we-
are,
yeah,
aren't
I
we?
am too.
Right. Because it's comforting.
be.
Food
It
is
is
comforting.
comforting.
And we tend to go to things that are
And
comforting.
it happens, and I have, sometimes I'll find myself, and I was like, what happened to that bag of chips?
Where'd it go?
Where'd it go?
All right.
It was just full.
Was it the dog? No,
I didn't even have any pets.
the dog did it.
Oh, you can't blame it on
I
the
can't blame it
dog.
on
Blame it on the
pets,
dog then.
you know.
Okay, I blame it on my husband. Wait a minute now. He's like, stop that.
No, I don't eat chips. What I eat is ice cream and chocolate. That's what I eat.
Actually, chips was my kind of Achilles heel too. I love the
I can
salt.
do without
It
the
wasn't
ice
the
cream.
sweets; it was the salt that I was
Yeah.
craving.
It's
Interesting.
amazing. Some people crave
Crave.
sweets. Some people crave salty. I crave ice cream.
Hey, that's a good thing to crave, right?
You know, and more like gelato, because I can't eat ice cream.
Gelato's so
because-
much better.
I know, I know.
right? Stop
But
talking about it.
I can't eat ice cream, so And because I'm lactose intolerant,
Well,
but
yeah,
I
that would be
was
difficult.
eating gelato.
Yeah.
And I met with a friend a couple days ago that I just met. She's going to be on our show next week or the week after. And she's a nutritionist from IIN,
Oh, okay.
International Nutrition,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Right.
And she was telling me that she'd lost 150 pounds.
Wow.
And
That's
she's
incredible.
She's a lot younger than I am, but I said, and she is a firefighter paramedic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
So,
That's incredible. The weight that you have to carry with that.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
I'm
So
very impressed.
that's why she does the nutrition, because she looks at these people's medications and I said to her, I said, they don't have to be that way. And she says, exactly. And you don't have to be that way either. And I don't have to be that way. And Josie doesn't have to be that way.
And I'm not going back to the 10
she's not
pills
going
that
back.
I was on 14 years
That's
ago.
right.
I'm not going back to those.
You don't have to be that way.
I do that.
So what do you really want to do out of life? What are you going to do starting tonight to get on the track of what you want to do when you grow up?
Yeah.
Right?
Write it down.
That's
Write it down.
Write it
Get it
down.
out
Write
of
it
your head
down.
and put it
Well,
on paper.
It's so important. So utterly important.
Well, what I did was actually went to an expo this past weekend.
Yes, you did. And I want you to talk about that.
It was very interesting. I've actually been to this class before many times, but this time was the charm. It wasn't 3 times. It was more than that for me. But it was interesting because all of a sudden it clicked. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a synopsis of it real quickly. We have an equation, I plus M equals R. And the I is intention. The M is the mechanism. R is the result. Okay? So what we had to do was we had to come up with our intention. Whether it's to go somewhere, to go a place, go somewhere physically, like you want to go on vacation, or if it's a goal that you have that you want to attain, like you do. Okay, that's the intention or your goal. How are you going to get there? So what's the mechanism? And it was interesting because we did have to think outside the box. I love how we were talking about the box because it could be anything. It could be using your imagination to get there. I could sail on a boat to get there. I could swim there.
You could drive a truck there,
I could
right,
drive a
Lisa?
truck there, right? If you could just find a bridge to get you across the inlets. But how you're going to get there. So I'll go first. So my intention or my goal was to have 5 scheduled speaking engagements by November 1st of this year. And the way that I was going to get there was I did yoga to get there. Again, it doesn't have to, be cut and dry. So it was interesting that was my goal, and I'm writing it down, by the way. We're going to talk about another action that we can take along with affirmations, because there's something very powerful I just read about a few days ago, an article I posted on Facebook. But so I write my affirmations down, and I say them out loud when I write them down as well. Monday, I get a call that somebody wanted me to come on their show. So that's my first speaking engagement. So I've already done one of them. I have 4 more to go.
And right here.
Yep. So your intention or your goal is to lose 40
My
pounds.
goal is to lose 40 pounds.
How are you going to get there? How are you going to do it?
Journaling my food.
I love that. Journaling your food. Okay.
Journaling my food. What I'm eating every day.
I love that. Yes.
Making myself
A record.
accountable with a record of what I'm eating.
I love
And I know that's a chore,
But
that's going to get me to where I want to go. So if you all want to do something like that, your mechanism, you might decide to journal whatever you're doing. I'm going to journal what I'm eating and how many glasses of water I'm drinking and how many glasses of tea I'm drinking. Because if I'm drinking anything that has caffeine in it, I have to drink 2 extra ounces for every ounce. 2. So
guys.
if you drink 8-ounce cup of coffee, you have to drink 2 ounces of water extra for each ounce, which 8 times 2 is 16
extra ounces.
on top of all the water you have to drink in the first place. So think about that, because it is caffeine is not only a drug, but it is very dehydrating. So I'm going to be writing everything down that I eat.
good.
So I'll be taking a journal with me wherever I go, and that's what I'm doing. So what is your mechanism?
Well, no, what is her
What-
intention?
what is your
So
intention?
my intention is to walk 3 times a week minimally for 30 minutes beginning September 1st.
Oh, that's
And,
next Friday, girlfriend.
Yeah. But
Good
I mean, I've
for
already
you.
kind of started a little bit.
Have you?
But my mechanism to get there is I will lay my walking things out at night.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like that.
You're going to
I
look
wake up-
awesome every day. Wow.
know,
You have really cute-looking sneakers.
I do.
Oh,
They
there
match
you
my
go.
they,
There's
ma- they match
incentive.
my walking stuff. My
Uh-huh.
clothes.
Incentive is good.
Yeah, and then I'm going to preset my walking music on my phone
Okay.
so that when I get up and I get my water, and when I walk, I don't eat before I go.
No, I don't either.
I might get a piece of fruit, get an apple, slice some apples, and take that as I go. Go to the track, walk, and listen to my music. And usually I'm listening to Hay House or something meditative.
You're meditating while you're walking?
Yeah.
Wow.
Make sure you keep your eyes open.
Well, I mean, you can meditate while you walk. But
I know.
Eyes
with
open.
your eyes open.
Eyes open.
I'm not coordinated enough to do that.
Well, when I'm listening, if I'm listening to Hay House, it's usually
Yeah.
something inspiring.
Right.
I walk on a track where there's few people and nature.
Yeah.
Nature
Sure.
puts me into a meditative
Right.
state.
It's motivating. Yes, it is.
It is.
So before I know it, time has moved on,
Right.
and I'm in a groove, and I have to okay. But that's my goal, that's my intention, and my mechanism, and that to add to my being with you and the weight loss.
Yeah. There you go.
And Josie and I will be talking 3 times a week because now she's
Because
got
I'm going
me
to be
out
on the
walking.
track. That's
There
right.
you go. So let me ask you: is the mechanism really important?
Yes.
It
Yeah.
is.
It keeps
Okay.
you focused. Keeps me focused.
Okay.
Is it not important for you?
It really isn't. And in the exercise we did, it was really funny. A lot of us were just saying, okay, well, I want to go somewhere. So if I would take example, I want to go to St. Martin. How are you going to get there, Lisa? I'm going to swim there. Then they'd ask someone else, where do you want to go? Well, I want to go wherever it was they wanted to go. One person wanted to go to Alaska. Well, how are you going to get there? I'm going to drive a truck. Think about it. We all have different vehicles to get there.
Right.
Does it really matter?
It's the intention. It's the intention.
It's 100% intention, 0 mechanism. Because I remember when I was so depressed that my intention, my goal was to get healthy, to get happy. It didn't matter how I got there. I knew I was going to find a solution. In my heart, I knew I was going to find a solution. It didn't matter how I got there. And that's where I bring up Lorenzo's Oil. I don't know if anybody has ever seen the movie Lorenzo's Oil.
It's a great movie.
Some
Y'all need to see it.
Wonder if you ever get
Never.
a chance to, please watch it. Nick Nolte plays the father. Susan Sarandon plays the mother.
Mom.
But it's based on a true story about a young boy that had, and I've got to look at my notes, so sorry. But it's called adrenoleukodystrophy, ALD. And it's a hereditary disorder of the nervous system that usually affects boys. And the neat thing about both parents in the movie and, of course, in true life was they persisted to find a solution. They didn't take no for an answer. Well, we can't help your son. As a matter of fact, they said he's going to die in 2 years. We're giving him maybe 2 years to live. And I love that wasn't good enough. No. We're going to find a solution. And it was their tenacity. I love that word. It was their tenacity that they did come up with a solution. And I can't remember the 2 oils that they used, but it's like a 4-to-1 ratio of the oils. And it was powerful. It's a wonderful story how, they didn't give up. And because it was their son. And so you have to find that motivating factor that is going to keep you going. I do say that intention plus motivation is how you're going to actually achieve your goals. But, they finally hit upon that therapy. Their son did not survive the disease, but he lived to be 30 years old. And what is so powerful is the legacy they leave now that they're now screening young boys. so that they can find out if they do have the symptoms
Mm-hmm.
and they can treat them. Because once the symptoms start, that's it. It's a death sentence for them. To me, it's just amazing how, you know, that intention to help his son, he was driven to do it.
Things that we really care about, things that you really value, you do go all out, you know. When I got my third cancer diagnosis, I was determined that I was not going out like that, and that I was not going to follow any traditional method to do it. Didn't have the answer because everybody said, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And I said, I don't know. I just know what I'm not going to do.
Right.
You know, and so I began to search. And so you search with purpose, and you don't give up, because I had a goal. I had 3 grandchildren at that point.
That was your why.
That was my why.
That was your why.
My mom died when my daughter was 3 months old, and I was determined I was not going out like that.
No.
You know, and so I was just determined that, you know, and I heard God speak, you know, you're not going anywhere. You'll see their graduations, you know. And so it was your mind shifts when there's something that you want bad enough.
Yeah.
And so these goals that we're setting, Marilyn, you want this bad enough, because you don't want to go into the next age.
I don't want
where
to.
you are.
I'm pre-diabetic right now.
Yeah. I talked to
I'm
my
not
body
taking-
yesterday, and I said, "Baby, I love you, but I want you to be healthy.
Yeah.
I'm not body shaming you,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
But you and I know that this is not the way we should be.
This is not the
This
way.
is not the way we
No.
should be.
No.
You know, and when you are larger in your core than you are in your hips or other places.
Yeah.
Now, I say I'm built like a carrot because I'm bigger up top and I'm small on the bottom. I don't have hips. I don't have a butt. You know, my legs are fine.
Yeah.
I have the gut, okay? And when you have this, you are prone to diabetes, okay? And I'm not going that route.
No,
Well, you know,
I am not going
even
that route.
even someone who's perfectly healthy. I actually teach sleep at the University of Richmond, and I'm coming up this October. I'll be teaching it again. But 60 Minutes did a special on the science of sleep, and Leslie Stahl interviewed a lot of doctors and scientists. And Dr. Eve Van Carter, and I forget what university she's with, but she did a study with perfectly healthy 19-year-olds and deprived them of sleep. They didn't know it, by the way, because someone that is sleep deprived really doesn't remember waking up all the time. But it was 360 sounds that they were blasting in the room where this young man. And he would turn over, and they'd ask him the next night, well, how'd you sleep? And he says, well, I slept okay. The lights kind of bother me during the day. But it wasn't the lights. He had no idea that he was being woken up 360 times during the whole night. By the 5th or 6th day, he was already pre-diabetic because of the loss of sleep. So, I mean, perfectly healthy people can be pre-diabetic.
Oh, right. And it's so important to make sure you get enough rest. It is really important. Jacob said to me today, I couldn't get him to take a nap. He said he stood up on the bed and he crossed his arms and he says, Grandma,
Wow.
I'm too old to take a nappy. And that's what he said. And he didn't take a nap. So I'm sure by the time he got home, even before he left down the road,
Oh, I'm sure.
he was probably sound asleep.
At the corner there, he was probably gone.
I mean, I can take a nap. I
Yes.
love my afternoons.
Oh, I would have loved to have taken a nap today, Josie, but, you know, I couldn't. I barely got
Couldn't
the
happen.
other one to sleep. And then it was just high maintenance. Zen calls it of a high maintenance day, you know? And people say, well, how was your day? I made it through.
I mean, hey,
And
You're still
making it through,
You're here.
making it through the day, that was my goal.
there you go.
My goal. But talking about making yourself the best you can be, I want to tell you about a retreat that Judy and I are doing called Creating the Amazing You. It is October 13th, 14th, and 15th. Go to our website, www.creatingtheamazingyou.com. Find out about it. It costs $50 to save your seat. Just $50. You can pay the rest. You can make 2 payments, 3 payments. We'll work with you. It's $325, so after you pay your $50, it's $275. It's a great deal. It's going to be a great weekend. You're going to be able to come. Are you going to be coming? Hopefully.
I'm working on it.
Okay. Okay. So, you know, if you could come, it'd be great.
I need to look at my schedule. My daughter's going to have another. I'm going to have another grandchild.
I know.
No, I'm
In
excited.
October?
No, not in October, but just trying to get ready for this one.
Get
and
ready.
And then, of course, her the big sis, you know, Aubrey. You know, so we'll see
showers.
what's going
Oh,
on.
I know.
Yeah, a lot of showers and birthday coming up. Yeah,
Right.
she's going to be 2. I can't believe she's going to be 2 years
Oh,
old.
I know. Jacob
Wow.
just turned 3. But anyhow, if y'all get a chance to go, please get in touch with me. My phone number, and if you want to call me about anything, is 804-350-0034. And I can tell you more about our retreat, and I can tell you more about what I'm doing. And if you want to join Josie and me on losing weight,
Yes.
you know, just let us know, because we know there's a lot of you out there.
And it's not even losing weight, it's getting a healthy body.
Yeah.
You know, we have in my company a healthy body challenge because we don't want people to get fixated on the weight.
No, and
But
I'm
we
not
want
doing
people
a
to
diet.
we want people to have a consciousness about what's healthy for your body.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and in the process, your body will balance out to where it's supposed to be.
Right,
Yes.
because don't ever do a diet. The first 3 letters of the word
Diet.
diet are die. And you don't want to die doing this.
I used to
You
hear
don't
people
wanna
say you die if you don't get it.
Right.
It's a healthy lifestyle.
It's a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's taking care of yourself. It's putting yourself first. Number one.
Number one.
You need to be number one. And that's what we are doing. That's what Lisa's doing to get speaking engagements. And that's what I'm doing to lose my weight. And that's what Josie's doing to
Stay
make sure that she can
cancer-free.
Yes.
stay cancer free
Yes.
and get some exercise in, because when you exercise, no matter what you do, when you exercise, it raises your endorphin levels. And those are your happy hormones.
Yes.
And we all want to be happy,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Definitely.
And walking for me is really my time, my creative time.
Is
Because
it?
that's why I said it's a meditative piece, because when I'm walking, my mind is clearing, and generally when I've done my mind dump the night before, that's the time I get sparked with new ideas and how to put all my plans into action. So, you know,
And I suggest
there's
walking
nothing like nature.
walking without a phone, please.
Well, my phone is
Yeah.
my music.
Oh,
so.
it is. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I encourage people to leave that at home if they can, and like you said, really enjoy nature. And
I'll leave it in my
But
car.
it's on
if
Do
I'm
Not
going
Disturb,
out.
but my music is on and whatever I'm, so.
yeah, that's good.
That's good.
Yeah, it's encouraging. Yeah.
So find something, what do you really want out of life, and how are you going to do it?
Write it down tonight.
Write it down. Write it down tonight. Don't write it down tonight. Write it down right now.
Yeah.
Write
And just
it down
imagine, if
right
you
now.
write it down now, I guarantee you pretty much tomorrow morning when you wake up, you'll have some creative ideas as to how to make it happen.
And you're going to be motivated. Years ago when my kids were little, I had a gal who watched my kids, and she was a triathlete. Yeah. She lived near us, and I would see her, real early in the morning, and she'd have reflectors on, and I would say, "Why are you running in the snow?" If I can put my feet down, I'm running in the snow. She was that motivated,
That is
that
motivated.
utterly motivated. And she used to have a sign above all her doorways of a time. And I said, "What is that up there?" She says, "That's the time I want to beat in my next race."
Oh,
Wow.
there you go.
So if you want to do something,
Visioning.
if you really want to do something and you are motivated, which we're trying to motivate you, we're getting you motivated tonight. We're not trying, we're doing it. But if you need an extra motivation, what you want to do, put it on an 8x11 paper large enough and post it wherever you want, on your mirror, above your door,
I'm going
on
back
the
and
visor of your
put
car.
my picture back on my refrigerator of the me I like. The best me.
Yeah.
I'm going to put that picture back on my refrigerator
Yeah,
of the healthier me.
the healthier you.
That'll
Yeah.
deter me from snacking.
Going
Well,
into the pantry.
It's
Yeah.
interesting you bring that up, because the article I posted on Facebook was called "Self-Help, Forget Positive Thinking, Try Positive Action." And it was a group that did a study, and they asked them to avoid the sweets in the lunch line. So when they got their meal, to avoid that. And the way that they avoided that was that they almost took a power pose. When you are feeling powerful or empowered, you clench your fist, flex
Yeah.
that bicep, right? When they did that, they were able to avoid the sweets. When they only did positive affirmations, it didn't seem to work as good. So I
do the
say
Wonder
combine
Woman
the two.
pose.
What was that?
The Wonder Woman pose.
The Wonder Woman pose,
Yeah,
yes.
the
I am
Wonder Woman
strong, I
pose.
am empowered, I do not need that sweet. And also affirm that as well, that, you are strong, I don't need sweets. and it's very interesting. It was William, what is his name? James. He's the brother of Henry James, who was a novelist.
Yeah.
And he actually is Victorian, 1890, that he came up with the invisible bear theory, that you're not running because the bear's chasing you. Did I say that wrong? You're not running because of the fear that the bear is chasing you. You're running because the bear's chasing you and you have fear. Because when you run, it's that old instinct.
That's the fight or flight.
It's the fight or flight. It's definitely prehistoric, an emotion that we're running because we're trying to save ourselves from whatever's trying to eat us. But when you think about that, and it's the physical action, and then the emotion comes after that. So,
and a lot of our binge eating goes back to that too, because when you're in a fearful state, you want to protect yourself, and the way to protect yourself is feeling that you're lacking, and to fill up on stuff makes you feel that you're protecting yourself.
Right, you're protecting yourself. Yeah,
right, and you're comforting yourself because you find comfort food.
Yeah,
that's what I do.
Potato chips. There's nothing comforting. My stomach hurts every time I eat them.
You know, that's why I don't eat ice cream anymore, because I know what happens to me.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't eat a lot of, this is another reason why I don't eat a lot of sugar, because I've had a little bit of neuropathy in my feet, and I get restless leg, and I'm thinking, I do not want this.
No.
So I would rather not have it. Yeah. So it's not in the house now, except a little bit of gelato. But I haven't had that for 3 days.
Ooh.
So Marquita Ford Winsonette, I have not had ice cream for 3 days. No gelato.
She has an accountability partner. I love that, right?
I do. She's the one that lost all that weight.
Well, think about it too. When you eat food like that, you're actually getting a little shot of dopamine.
You are.
A neurotransmitter that is
a neurotransmitter.
Makes you happy. And same thing with your phone. Every time you're checking your Facebook or your Twitter feed, you get a little shot of dopamine. So it's very addictive. That's why food is so addictive, is because it really does. Think about it. Children that want sugar, they want that high. It's a dopamine high. If we can find a way to get that elsewhere, where we're outside and we're playing. Remember when we were outside when we were little? And we used to
don't know what playing outside is now.
Jumping rope, jack rocks.
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
I still have jack rocks.
Hopscotch.
Kick the can. Everybody, what is that? No,
Spud. We used to play Spud, 4 squares. So.
But getting outside is also a dopamine high, because you're getting, outside, you're getting the sun, you're getting a lot of energy from the earth.
Because you need that vitamin D.
But you're also raising your endorphin level.
Yes.
So any type of exercise you're getting, be it walking, running, jogging.
Yes.
And I eat less if I start my day off walking. I really,
because I eat less if I drink a lot of water, and I start drinking water as soon as I get up.
As soon as you get up,
And then I have this drink that I fix with amino acids, vitamin C, and collagen for my shoulder and my ankle, because I need to take that to help going out. And I really feel I'm healed, because, Lisa, you saw me 3 months ago when I couldn't move
anything. It. Yeah.
I couldn't move. I couldn't even do this. I really feel that the muscles are mending, and they're doing a good job. And the doctor said that my rotator cuff was frayed. Well, I just believe that it's not frayed anymore.
No,
and it's not. It's not torn.
Think about it. Our bodies are amazingly healing.
Muscle has memory.
Yeah.
So if you've strained a muscle, you've torn a muscle, it has memory. It will remember what it's supposed to do and where it's supposed to be. So
it's an amazing
21 days.
It's an amazing body, and it has the ability to self-heal. Granted, you break a bone, you get the bone set, but I mean, the healing is your own healing. The bone is beginning, and it depends upon what you give it, right?
Right.
Good sleep, good nutrition, good water. All of these things help to the body to heal and
good healing,
get back to homeostasis.
Healing.
Yeah.
Energy healing really helped me as well with Rosemary Prophet. So
it's magnets.
Magnets. I mean, Lisa was over here the next day helping me out with all the magnets and the tape and
another type of energy.
That's another type of energy, and it's all positive energy. You don't need to go to Western medicine a lot of times to take care of yourself. You can even use homeopathy. I've used, and we're going to be talking about that in a couple shows from now. Homeopathy is the law of similars, and that really helped heal my ankle because I sprained my ankle. I know what to do with a sprain. Yeah. I know what to do with a tear. I just had to know where it was torn so I could take care of it.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know? And so...
Amazing body.
We do. We really do have...
Our bodies are amazing.
Self-regenerating.
We need to take care of our bodies. And taking care of it is for you all to take
they want to be cared
step.
for. That's why I talk to mine and I'm like, I love you, baby. You're going to be better. I promise I won't put those salty things inside of you again.
I'm not eating that stuff anymore because I know what it does to me, Josie. Yeah. I really do.
My husband bring it in the house and I am like...
What is that? I missed that. What? What did you say?
Salty food? I told my body I'm not going to put that salty stuff inside of you anymore.
Yeah. No. I'm not putting any sugar in me anymore. And it's hard.
It is hard, yeah.
But because a lot of things are in sugar.
And I don't eat bread.
A lot of things have sugar.
I did have a sandwich today because I was just totally blitzed out this afternoon. And I was about ready to hang some kids by their toenails, and I didn't want to do that.
Oh, wow.
So I just did a lot of meditating while I had a few moments to myself.
There you go.
Yep.
And
there's that self-healing right there.
That's self-healing, and I gave myself 5 minutes of closing my eyes until one of them started crying or say, Grandma, I'm not taking that. And I was doing for me. I took mini sections. And sometimes people, you have friends, take a mini section.
People think it has to be so long.
No, it doesn't.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. Close your eyes for 5 minutes.
Yeah. I wasn't even had my eyes for 5 minutes. 60 seconds was really good for me.
Yes.
You know. Yeah. So music is good to listen to. And there's a group out there called the Virginia Harmonaires, and I have
that's
their...
Right,
the Virginia Harmonaires. It's a group of 4 men who are Southern gospel singers. And they are going to be, if you want to know, their next concert is tomorrow night. Okay. And it's down in Suffolk at the Southside Baptist Church, 917 Carolina Road, Suffolk, Virginia, at 7 p.m. And they're going to be singing with the Safe Haven Trio. And you can look on Facebook, Virginia Harmonaires. It's their Harmonaires is spelled Harmonheirs. There you go.
Heirs to the kingdom.
Heirs to the kingdom, that's right. And Ed Peterson, my graphic designer, is one of the singers in it. And they're going to be down there. And good. I've been to one of their concerts. Judy and I went, and it's real. Well, we went to Ed's concert, but they sang at the end, and it was excellent. Excellent. So if you want music is good for the soul.
Yes, it is.
It is very good for the soul.
It's a universal language.
It is. It's definitely the universal language. You can get Pandora on your computer, on your phone. It's free if you don't mind the commercials. I don't pay for the commercials. But there's a lot of ways to get the music that you want to listen to. And like Josie says, she listens to meditative music. She listens to Hay House. You can get a lot of things from Hay House.
Yeah.
It's complimentary, right, Joes? Yeah. So... check out the free things that you can get for music. It's great for you. So my next question is, what you really want, how are you going to accomplish this? Write it down. How are you going to accomplish this? What are you going to do to accomplish what you want to do? Josie's going to walk. I'm going to journal, and you are going to
contacting people through
people because she is a great speaker. And you're going to be on my show in the next couple in September.
That's
so
right. Yeah.
There's 2 more right there.
There's 2 more right there.
There you go. You're 5 to November.
You've got more than...
You said 5. They're going to be 10.
I love
claim
it.
10.
I will claim 10. Yeah.
There you go.
I do have a quote for you. Somebody gave me this quote today.
Okay.
By Calvin Coolidge, of all people. He says, nothing in this world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent.
Wow.
I have a persistence sign hanging over top of my
I
my
love
desk.
that.
Yeah. How motivated are you? How motivated do you want to be? You can say, oh, Marilyn, I'm going to be motivated, but what are you going to do to get your motivation? Are you going, whatever you decide to do, are you going to start looking on Google tonight? Are you going to start looking for places if you want to exercise, or if you want to learn a new instrument, or if you want to take a class somewhere? What are you going to do to make that first step to becoming a better you, to becoming a more successful you?
Yeah.
And that's what you need to do. You can talk about it all you want till you're blue in the face, but until you're ready to make a step, you know, writing it down is one thing, talking about it is another thing, but making that step, that's the highest thing. That's the biggest thing you can do.
Action.
Action. As they say, action
Lights,
speaks louder than
camera,
words.
action.
That's right. And it speaks louder than words. So take action. Be it looking on your computer to check something on Google if you're really interested in something, or going to the library and getting a book, or going, I like to go to Barnes & Noble and Gray's. I just like to look at books for a while, and I haven't had a chance to do that, but that's going to
You're gonna have a whole lot of
too.
time.
I'm going to have more time.
Yeah, you are. That's a great idea.
That'll be our
I
new
love
meeting
that.
place.
Yeah, I like
That
that.
could be our great meeting.
There you
I
go.
love books.
Yeah.
I love books. I love just looking at them. Normally I don't buy them, but I like to look at the
Yeah,
pictures.
I'm not allowed to
and-
buy them anymore. My children did a purge of my office.
Oh.
I had so many books, and
Oh,
they
my.
purged my office because they said that if I really want the information that's in the book and I read the book, then I should donate the book. If I know what it is that I like about that book, then I should retain that information and not just keep books.
Yeah.
But I love books for
I
reference.
love going back to them, though.
I do
Reading
too.
them again.
But everything now is
Yeah.
so accessible, you know.
Well,
I don't know. I have a lot of knitting books upstairs.
I know. I mean,
Yeah,
I have.
and I can't
still
get
have
rid
books.
of my
I just
knitting
refuse.
books.
I won't buy anymore. For me, I'm buying them now for the grandchildren. And that's my excuse. I
well,
buy
that-
it for them.
I like that. That's a
That's a good thing.
yeah.
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 Well,
Yeah.
I buy books occasionally, but if I don't, I'm not buying
I
books
use my
right now
Kindle.
because, see, I'm old-fashioned. I like to turn the pages.
I go to the library,
I like to turn the pages.
I do
and
too.
if there's a new book that I want, I research it and I'll order it from the library. Check it out, read it.
Yeah.
And because of that time limit, I'm more determined to read it before I have to turn it back in.
Right.
Whereas when I'm going to buy books, I'll buy and say, I'm going to read that later, or
And it
I'll
sits there.
start.
Yeah, I know.
So-
That's
Yeah.
true.
So I've got a couple books that I've gotten that I'm reading right now. So when we went out to San Diego a couple weeks ago, I bought a book at the airport because I didn't have anything to read. And I need to have something to read because I didn't bring my knitting, because I haven't been knitting because my arm is healing. So I hope to get back
I
to
like
knitting
puzzles,
maybe this weekend.
puzzle books, and
Yeah.
puzzles on my phone. Ken. Do you ever do Ken?
No,
Oh,
what
I'll
is
have to
it?
show it
You'll
to
have
you.
to show it.
It's a
to me.
number puzzle.
Like Sudoku.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I asked one of my students, said they were doing Sudoku. I said, what is your bedtime routine? Oh, I'm doing Sudoku. What is Sudoku?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm trying to get them off their phones at that time of night. So,
Yeah, because when you're on your phones at that time of night,
Yeah.
and they've done studies that people who get on their phones in the middle of the night, you can't go back to sleep.
yeah. Well, it interrupts the melatonin.
Yes,
It
it
does.
interrupts the
The
melatonin,
melatonin
and then you're
production.
getting the EMFs from the phone.
And the blue light, the backlight, which
Right.
that's what's interrupting
Yeah,
the melatonin.
turn it off.
Right.
So I always say, if you're going to read before bed, try a real book.
Yeah, a real book.
But not, because I had one lady that was sleeping really well. She came to me to consult with me about her sleep habits, and she was doing really well. And all of a sudden she said, well, I'm not doing so good. I said, well, what are you doing different? Well, I'm reading. What are you using to read from? And she said, I'm using my Kindle at night. I said, well, use Kindle during the day, but not at night.
Right.
Yeah.
That still
Yeah.
emits EMFs.
I write at
'cause it's electronic, technological object that you have there.
Yes,
So
exactly.
you have to
I
be
do
careful
a
with
mind
that.
dump at night. Get stuff out of my head, put it on paper.
I do that too.
I call it a journal dump in my class, is
Yeah.
to dump everything
Yeah.
out.
I don't look. I try not to look. I'm trying not to look at it after 10 o'clock.
Yes, yeah.
So because that's about the time when I get to the point where
Yeah.
10 o'clock comes and nothing is computing in my brain, and I'm not retaining anything, and I'm just sitting here reading.
Yeah.
It's time to close it
Time
up.
to close it up. Yeah.
It's really time to shut it down.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Josie, what do you have going on this week?
Soccer.
Soccer.
I'm a soccer GMA this weekend.
Are you?
Yeah, we're on the road for soccer.
Oh, wow.
So you're on the road.
On the road for soccer. The boys are part of a travel team.
Oh, wow. So what are you doing for your business? How did your meeting go this past week? Sorry I missed it. I was just really busy.
Actually, it was very good. I had a Damsel Empower Hour event and had a good attendance. One of my new team members came, so we kind of did a training. Had a couple of customers come.
Good.
And we started talking about the new products that we're getting, our longer stun gun. We've got
Longer stun guns.
Yeah, our striking distance is now longer.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
Yeah, the long one that is my track walker is now going to be a longer one. So when it comes in, I'll bring it over.
Yeah, I like
bring it.
show and tell.
Yeah, so I did that and
Just don't stun her. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, not. I've done that to myself
Oh.
once. Yeah, I did. It was not for.
That was a one-or-doner,
Oh my gosh, I'll never again.
Goodness.
Never ever. No. But yeah, so that was good, and we're starting up with our coming back from my oils workshop, and I'm now a group leader for the fall, going into the next session because I had 8 team members sign up for the oil school,
Wow.
and so I decided to
great.
lead the group.
Wow.
So
So you're going to have an oil school.
I'm in oil school for certification
Oh.
for aromatherapy and iridology, and it's a self-paced school. And but we were at conference, and I have 8 of my team members who decided they wanted to join the school. So I just set up a study group for us, and so that's just another opportunity to lead and to
Yeah.
push myself to finish quicker.
Right.
Because if I got to
Motivate yourself.
inspire Josie's
That's right.
inspiration.
So what's going on with you? And you're going to talk about a little bit about water.
I am, but I'm also looking for more speaking engagements if anybody is looking for a speaker. But
Tell them what you do. What do you
Well,
do?
I speak about sleep, which I teach at University of Richmond. So if they'd like to come and let me talk to them about sleep, how to get sleep, and where did it go, and all that good stuff.
And you can't recoup it once you lose it.
Yeah, I'm afraid that train left the station. So, and my students say, "Well, I'll make up for it on the weekend." Well, you're not really making up for it.
can't.
What you're doing is the sleep drive is greater than the awake cycle, so you're going to have to go to sleep to be, like you said, you get to a point where you're not even coherent and you just
No.
can't get anything done. So
You can't comprehend.
there's no
you can't do
alternative
anything.
except to sleep at that point. You're so sleep deprived. But also emotion code, I'll come and do emotion code, but I'll also do a little mini workshop for you too, so you can see what that's like
Okay.
and experience it
We'll have
yourself.
you come and present for our team.
Would love to. Think about it. If you have anything that's blocking you from success, which I actually found out recently that I have a lot of trapped emotions regarding conflict about my business. So I've been releasing them regularly every day and noticing that things are opening up for me. I'm getting more customers or clients and speaking engagements. And it's really interesting how that was enabling me from really doing well with my business. So think about that, or maybe even losing weight. There could be some trapped emotions about that as we release them, you could start to start losing the weight. But that's what I'm looking for. Water, I'm sending out a lot of emails recently. People are asking me about water with, the crisis in Flint, Michigan.
That was a
Erin
bad
Brockovich did an interview with Stephen Colbert, and she said, guys, this is the tip of the iceberg. They've already seen in Ohio, Sebring, Ohio, where this is happening.
It's all
In
over.
Louisiana
It's all over.
and possibly
Yeah.
possibly Wisconsin. They're not sure. They had to confirm that after.
I wouldn't be surprised if they really did a test here in the schools.
Yeah,
Look at some of those water fountains. They are aged.
it's really, and people don't realize that we actually talked to someone. My group did with Nikin that worked at the wastewater treatment plant, and they said, I can only tell you some of the things they're actually putting in the water that I'm allowed to tell you. Arsenic, lye. They're putting these things in the water to make the water. Somebody said, well, my water's alkaline. It comes right out of the faucet and it's alkaline. Why is it alkaline? It's because of the chemicals they're putting in there, because they don't want the pipes to rust any more than what they already have.
Right.
Because then they have to go in and replace the pipes.
Right.
So they're trying to keep the water as alkaline as possible.
So they're
I would
putting
love
it
to
in
introduce
us.
anybody that's interested and bring my waterfall from Niken and let you taste the water. It's amazing, and just even the when I'm getting feedback from people that have wonderful results. One of them is type 1 diabetic. She's going to be turning 73 years old. Somebody said, that's incredible. I said, it's unprecedented. She's going to be 73. Most of them don't live to be 50. She actually had a certificate for actually making it to the age of 50. Both of her siblings have died from type 1 diabetes. And she said the water is helping her with her diabetes.
Now, type 1 diabetes, you're generally born with it.
Yeah.
Okay? So if you are born with type 1 diabetes, you're stuck with it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
But amazingly enough, here's someone that's going to be turning
That's right.
73 years old. So everything she's doing to enhance her health has made her live longer than both of her siblings.
So it goes to show you natural works. Taking
It's
care
never
of
too
yourself
late.
works.
Yeah.
And it's never too late.
No.
It's never too late. So if you feel that your get up and go got up and went, and you want to figure out how to get it going again,
Get it back?
give us a call. Give me a call at 804-350-0034. You can call Lisa at
804-539-3251.
and you can get in touch with Josie.
804-334-1944.
So see, you can get in touch. We're not making it difficult for you to get in touch with us. We want to help you. We care about you guys. That's why I have this show, Healthy Living with Marilyn, because we want you to enjoy a healthy life. And that's
We
why
want to be around people who are healthy.
That's right.
Who will we talk to if people aren't there? Hello.
Right.
We need live bodies to be available for us.
Right, and to help you out and to motivate you. But motivation also comes from within.
Yes.
So we can tell you what to do. We've given you a lot of hints and tips and strategies tonight. We can tell you what to do, but it's you that has to get up and decide that you're going to do it.
And Marilyn, I think people, as you find life changes happening and improvement, post it on Healthy Living with Marilyn so that she will know that something that she said, resonated and help you make a change.
Yeah,
Go
to my Facebook page, Healthy Living with Marilyn, and like my Facebook page. I am going to be able to spend more time working on Healthy Living with Marilyn, working on my Facebook page. If you want to friend me on Twitter, I have over 8,100 Twitter followers. Wow. So don't hesitate to follow me on Twitter. I just posted some things tonight.
Okay.
So if you want to follow me on Twitter, please just find me. It's Marilyn A. Scott. That's really easy. Marilyn A. Scott. Simple. If you want to friend me on Facebook, it's marilyn.a.scott123. Please friend me on Facebook. I'd love to
post your results.
And and post your results, or go to Healthy Living with Marilyn and post your results. Maybe I'll be able to, in the next couple weeks, start a page.
I think
group
so.
Page.
Yeah, a group page.
Yeah. Yeah,
That'd
I
be
might
great.
start a group page, and I don't know what I'm going to call it, but I know it'll come to me.
There you go.
I know it'll come to me. So I'll probably post it on Facebook. I'll probably do a live Facebook. If Jacob and Sammy are with me, I'll have them with me too.
There you go.
Get them going early.
Get the family involved.
Get them going early.
Why not?
Why not? I think it's great. They'd love it.
Yeah, they would. They would. So, if you come to a stopping point, give us a call. Send us an email. You can get in touch with me at healthylivingwithmarilyn.com and just send it through my contact page. Contact me.
Yeah.
Contact Josie through josiehopkins.com. And Lisa Healthy. Hers is real easy for me to remember. LisaHealthy.com. I'm sure you have a contact page, don't you, where they can email
They can send me an email, yes.
Yeah. So you can send any of us an email. You can call us. Get in touch with us.
And the fact that you're watching either on YouTube or Facebook, just hop on over to Marilyn's page. You're already there.
Right.
Go to Lisa's page. Josephine Crawford.
Friend me and private message me.
Yeah.
Or friend any of us and private message us. We're here to help you out because we care about you. I've been through a whole lot I lost a lot of weight several years ago, and I put it back on, and I know I was
You lost it
eating
and you
bad
found
stuff.
it.
I found it. Yeah.
But then don't lose it again.
I want to lose it.
Donate it.
I would love to donate,
Donate it. When you donate something, you don't take it back.
That's right. Well, I'd love to donate it to the ground out there, to be honest with you. Then I don't
Pound
have
it
to worry
out as
about
you
it.
walk.
First thing I would suggest, throw away the scale.
Yeah, don't get on
Throw
the scale.
it away.
Don't get on the scale.
You don't need it.
My clothes are my scale.
That's exactly right. My
If my
clothes
clothes
are
are fitting me, that's okay. If I have to wiggle like a worm, that's not okay to get in. If I feel like I got to jump from a 20-story building to get in the clothes, then I really got problems.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've got several sizes of clothes. More like 2 sizes.
I kept an outfit that was really old. I mean, it was like 20 years old, but the only reason I kept it was I wanted to actually get in it, and then when I got in it, I gave it away. It was like it was very motivating, very motivating to get back. And I was
So
back.
you couldn't wait to
I've
get
got
back
two
in
things
the
in my-
Wait to get back in that outfit. I mean, this was like before I had children. Like, why is it still in my closet? But then I decided to go ahead and keep it there until I could actually get into it. And once I did, because I wouldn't want to wear it again. I mean, you know, a little out of date. But once I did, it was empowering. I was like, this is really
I don't
cool
need to
that
be
I got
pre-children size, which was like a 2. I don't need to be there
No.
again, but
Yeah.
you know, I have a goal of where I want to be and what sizes I want to be. I want to come out of the plus size department.
Yep, me
You
too.
know?
I'm in the
I
plus size.
Now I want to get back to the regular without a W behind it. You know,
I think
but
that's
Yeah.
mostly I just want to have a healthy body.
I want to feel better. Do you want to feel better, listeners? Do you want to feel
Come
better?
with us on this journey.
yeah.
Come with us on this journey, really. Join us on this journey. You know, if you want to speak, if you're motivated to go out and be a speaker about whatever you've had going on, if you've had cancer and you've been a victor with cancer, Josie's not a cancer survivor.
I am
Josie
a
is
cancer
a cancer
victor.
victor.
Victorious,
that.
victorious.
She's victorious.
3 times.
Yes, she's been cancer free now 3 times.
And it's been 8 years since the last, almost 9 years since the last diagnosis, and that treatment was done with no doctor's medicine, or
Yeah.
I'd say limited. In the very beginning, you know, I tried to do a little maintenance something, but I come home and I cleanse it out, and you know, I trust my doctor for what he knows, but what I knew was I was needing to do something different.
Right. Right.
And healthy living, getting drama people out of my life and my oils. Had
Yeah.
to get the drama gone.
Yeah.
One thing you've got to do
Sweep
is
it out the
change
door.
your mindset. Get rid of the I can't.
Is that a word, can't? No.
A lot of people think it is.
My mother
A lot
always
of
told me
people
there's
use
no
it.
such word as can't. It's always can try.
But if you need a leg up or a hand out, let me know.
Yeah, let her
Marilyn
know.
Yeah.
Let Josie know. Because I'm a depression survivor. So if depression has got you down and the medicine is not working, there are other modalities to help you through that.
Yeah, get in touch with Lisa. She's been there. You know, if you're having weight problems, Lord knows, I have been on every diet short of getting my jaws clamped shut.
Oh.
They don't work. Because as soon as you get off it and you get back into regular food, so what I'm doing, here's a great tip. What I'm doing is I eat off a dessert plate. Because portions are important. You don't have to count calories because all the calorie things on packages are for a 2,000 calorie diet.
It's ridiculous.
I don't eat a 2,000 calorie diet. If I did, I'd look like Brunhilde.
Look at the servings on there too. Sometimes it's a serving of 4.
Right.
And you're eating all of
And
it.
you're eating the whole thing. So be mindful.
Been there.
Portions. Get a small plate. Even if you have to eat off of a teacup saucer.
Dessert plate.
I mean, I've done that before. Watch your portions. If you're eating a piece of meat, don't make it any bigger than your fist. Okay? Make it small. And just remember, change your life today because we are going to help you, friends.
Yes,
We're going to
we
help
are.
you.
All right.
Small
And you
changes get big
Small
results.
changes and big results. And we'll see you really soon.
On the
Have
healthy
a blessed
highway.
week. On the healthy highway. That's great. Join us on the healthy highway. And we'll see you all very soon.
Good night.
Good night. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your week. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Love you all.
Bye.